feel like a lot of the backlash that a lot of service providers have been receiving has been very, very uncalled for. And I feel like sometimes clients don't think. Mate, I even heard that somebody makes their clients walk to McDonald's. That's like a 10-minute walk. So just obviously basic necessities. I feel like whether you're working from home, working in a studio, or working in a salon space that you need to have. I feel like there's just more to the story that I feel like she's going through in her personal life that made her react the way she reacted. And the internet, as usual, have done way too much.
Very sensitive. Hi guys, and welcome to Get In Your Bag. And today's episode, I'm joined by Michelle, who is a hairstylist based in Essex, and she owns Michelle B Ldn. And today we're going to be talking all things hair, all things beauty, specifically on how to get started, our journey so far, and also ways to just enhance working from home as a hairstylist. But other than that, we've got so much more, and I hope you guys enjoy. So before we dig deeper, we are going to play this or that. It's going to spark some discussion, but Michelle, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay, so the first question is... First question is... a client placing a deposit/booking fee, or sis, I'll pay on the day?
Sorry, deposit all the way.
All the way? Even
Deposit,
if they're regular?
I'm not going to lie, deposit not paid. That booking doesn't exist for me because someone can be a regular and they can still cancel on you on the day 2 hours before your appointment. And
but have you ever accepted the sis, I'll pay on the day?
One time.
And then
one time, but I genuinely, wholeheartedly believed this was my regular too. Don't get me wrong, when it's your regular loyal, you kind of, they get away with little things. But yeah, I wholeheartedly believed that she was going to pick on the day, and she did anyways. But
that's good. I've done it way too many times. People have cancelled. Even 24-hour notice, so no.
Yeah, no thank you.
I will deposit all the way.
Please.
All the way.
Please and thanks.
Next question. So, would you rather be overbooked and overwhelmed, or underbooked and underpaid? I'm talking installs, £50.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry, I'm joking.
Overbooked and overwhelmed.
So £50 is, like, I'm talking about back in the day, like £50, you're burning out, and you're overwhelmed, or you're underbooked and you're underpaid.
Underbooked and underpaid.
Sorry,
that's a double whammy, mate. I can't do that. I lucky feel like, I don't know, it's a difficult one. I don't know.
I would rather
both is a catch-22. Because if you're underbooked and you're underpaid, at least you have that time for yourself to have a good work-life balance. But at the same time, you're not making money.
What life? If you're underpaid.
But you're underbooked as well. So you
want to fight to not be underpaid.
I get that, but at the same time, being overbooked and overwhelmed, like burnout is actually real at the same time. And sometimes I even feel like, when I have like a full day of clients, you just be thinking like, sometimes when someone wants like an out of hours appointment, you're just thinking, even if you pay me extra, I don't want to do it.
I would say no, you know. I've learned.
It's okay to say no. Like sometimes, like you don't need that money for real. Yeah.
Cool. Next question. This one is funny. Silent client, or client that trauma dumps and acts as if you're their therapist?
I feel like I'm leaning more towards silent client. You get the work done, you know, they answer the necessary questions. Do you want middle? You want side? I want side.
Cool.
You know, you want me to speak, you want me to speak.
Layers curl straight.
Yeah, just simple. The client, like the appointment goes bam, bam, bam. Because sometimes them trauma dumping clients, it can be a lot.
Do you know what it is? Don't get me wrong, I love it. I think, we both love being, you know, our client's therapist. But
there needs to be within reason.
I might be having a long.
Or even just going through things in my own personal life, like.
And sometimes I don't even want to be reminded, because what you're going through,
it reminds me of what I'm going through. Yeah.
But you know, we'll always be an open space. Don't get me wrong. Of course. Like, but we have our days.
Yeah.
Sometimes tired.
Sometimes just ask like, can I talk about this? Like, is it okay? Because sometimes I'll be going through heartbreak and then people are telling me that they're flying to Dubai.
Oh, my first date is in Paris.
Like, I'm thinking, so this is not the time.
I'm having a client say that, and I was just going through something, and they were talking about, first date, like I'd always advise, you know, that
I would off myself.
I was thinking, you know, the mental capacity it took for you to even come here.
Like Valentine's Day, definitely be the worst time for real.
100%.
Oh, that Valentine's Day week.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I suffered.
Made everyone look good.
And then you're just
you know what? If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And the last question is, so client comes to you, perfect install, but they don't want pictures. Or you get a viral picture, but the install is mid, it's not your best work. What do you think? What would you think?
Viral but mid. Because it might not be, in my eyes, it might not be my best work.
But to someone else,
to someone else, that could literally be so amazing. Because what's the point of getting a perfect install and then you can't even get the pictures to post? But at the same time,
that happens more than you think, you know.
Yeah. At the same time, like I've had clients that tell me like, oh, I got stopped at the train station. I got stopped at the shops.
But is it enough? I feel like you'll definitely get more clients from a viral.
In this day and age, yeah. I feel like
word of mouth is also stronger, but we don't know. Like I want to see the pics too, babe.
Yeah.
Send them to me. But
but sometimes seeing it in real life, it's like, oh my gosh, like sometimes pictures don't even do the work justice.
I feel like to be safe for me, my answer would be viral pic mid install.
No, I agree though.
Because I've had stages where I've just like, let me just post to post, innit?
Yeah.
It might not be the best work, but it's done well, and from that I've got good outcome.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you. Now into the video. So I want you to tell the people about yourself, you know, your name, where you come from, what made you start hair, and yeah.
Okay, so my name is Michelle. I have been doing hair for, I think it's coming up to 7 years now.
Wow.
So it's been a while. And I just started doing hair because I was in year 12 and I couldn't afford to be going to these girls. So I was like, Michelle, you need to do something. I used to do makeup before, for the girls that don't know, Fleeked by MB, if you know, you know. I used to do makeup before, but I felt like it wasn't really my bag, so I had to get in my bag, and that's when I started doing hair.
Get in your bag.
So I started doing hair, and literally it has been life-changing, the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And yeah.
And when did you feel like, because I know you went to uni and stuff, when did you feel like this was your time to do it full time, like put your hard earned effort into it? Like when did you feel like that was?
I feel like I've always thought like I'm going to take hair seriously. I feel like when you're in education, it's kind of hard to put like your 100% into your business, because you have school, you have assignments, you have deadlines, you have to put that first, you can't afford to fail. So I feel like since I've graduated uni, I've had the time to actually put my all into my business. But I would say I probably thought I was going to probably take it seriously maybe like 2 years ago, that's when I was like, okay, cool, like this is something that I can actually take to the next level, and I can actually live off doing hair.
I agree. And what motivates you? Like I feel like obviously I've spoken to so many people who do the same thing as us, but what actually keeps you going in terms of just like, you know, waking up every day, going to do this client, or like wedding bookings, for example? Like what keeps you going? What motivates you?
I feel like what keeps me going is literally the people that come to me. Like I've literally made so many friends. Like I think I have more friends that are clients than friends that are like I've literally made so many friends. Like the relationships that I've created, the people that I've met, and the rooms that they've even put me in. That's what pushes me. Obviously this is like a job, so naturally I have days and I wake up and I'm like, I actually can't be asked today, and I don't want to. But when I finish doing the hair and you see your client's reaction, I'm sure you feel the same minute.
Like I genuinely feel the confidence that clients get after is just impeccable, because you just think like, wow, I did that.
Like I actually made that person. I've had so many people that will say like, oh my gosh, like this actually made my day. Like they've been going through it, XYZ, whatever they're going through in their life, and you do their hair and they literally feel amazing. Like that feeling, literally, if you get it, you get it. I think that's definitely one of my favorite things about my job, just in terms of like making people feel confident, feel happy, and also putting my skills to the test. I don't know about you, but I've had clients who were willingly like ready for me to try hairstyles I've never done before. And that is scary. It's scary. You don't want it to go wrong.
Exactly. But I'll always be like, babe, this is my first time doing this. But I don't think, would you do that now? Because I wouldn't do that now. It depends.
I feel like now, the skill that I've just developed over the years is different. So even if I've never done a style before, it's like you've got it in your hands. You can kind of look at it and be like, cool, I'm going to do X, Y, Z to get me here. Maybe 5 years ago, I would probably been like, I don't want to do it, or it's my first time. But I can't lie, there's been times like, my first time doing like the Lagos hairline, I ain't told nobody. I didn't tell nobody. I had just watched videos, I had made sense of it, and I was like, cool, I'm just going to do it. And she loved it, so.
So obviously, as of recent events on TikTok and whatnot, we've seen a lot of people say a lot of things, a lot of story times, a lot of client point of views. And specifically, like one topic that stood out to me was the whole working from home versus being in a studio environment space. And obviously some people, they don't have nice stories to say, which for me, I don't think is necessary personally, because everyone's working conditions are different. But I just wanted to ask you, because I know you work from home, you've got your own space and whatnot, like what are your opinions on it? And yeah, what are your opinions on it first, before I get into anything?
I feel like a lot of the backlash that a lot of service providers have been receiving has been very, very uncalled for. And I feel like sometimes clients don't think. People are so quick to just react and make a video. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for voicing your experience, innit? Save people from potentially having a bad experience with somebody, right? But at the same time, it's like, you really might not know, not saying that it's an excuse, but you really might not know what that person is going through. For example,
studio spaces and stuff as well,
I just feel like, for me personally, like working from home just makes sense. I just feel like I have a space in my back garden that's clean, that's warm, that's comfortable.
You built it up nice.
Do you get it? I feel like you can have a studio and it may not be the best, like the best space.
And do you know what's crazy as well? Like, I was actually talking with my client, like such friend today, and we were just talking about the whole idea of like aunties and uncles, but barbershops and whatnot, and either going to their house and it not being a clean environment, or it's just their environment where they find comfort and they do hair in, that might not be up to your standards. As well as those who are in, like Upton Park hair shops and stuff, you already know what the environment's going to be like. You already know it's going to be loud. It's not the cleanest. Obviously, we deal with hair's going to be everywhere. But there's certain environments that even if you are working from home, and even those who are working from outside of home, we're gonna think of the environment naturally in it, that it's not gonna be clean and stuff. So yeah, it's true. People just take it easy on people who work from home. But
I feel like working from home doesn't mean that that it's less of an experience, like it's less of a luxury experience, because you can create your house to be a comfortable space for your client. I could go to a studio and it can make me feel uncomfortable. It can be X, Y, Z. So just because someone works from home doesn't mean that they're less than somebody else. It's just about the experience, like how you create that environment for your client. I think that's what makes like the difference, to be honest. And
what would you say, like, obviously the gains are, like, for me personally, I would love to just wake up out of bed, get ready in a certain time frame, like 30 minutes, not 30 minutes before drag,
maybe
like an hour before the appointment, have my shower, whatever, get ready, then go downstairs to my studio, outside my studio. But wherever I work in a studio now, it's like the extra time, the effort and all of that, it still goes into my day-to-day routine. So how would you describe your routine versus my routine? But I feel like you're early bird anyway.
I'm naturally an early bird. I wake up early in general, but do you know why sometimes I feel like I want to get a studio? Because it's like, you actually feel like, okay, cool, I'm actually getting ready to go to work. I'm actually commuting, like I'm going in the car, I'm getting a cab. Sometimes I feel like I can get a bit comfortable, like just go downstairs. Like literally going downstairs. My commute is like 15-second walk from my bedroom.
No, it's true.
So sometimes I get comfortable, but I can't lie, I love working from home, and I have an amazing space that makes me love working from home. And I just feel like, why would I go and basically pay someone else rent?
I get you. You don't need to though.
I don't really need to.
You get it? Like the way you're structured of even your house, you don't need to. But what would you say like people need to do better about when it comes to working from their bedrooms, for example? Or like, what do you think at what point you should, kind of step out of it?
In terms of what people could do better, it's a difficult one, because like your bedroom's your bedroom.
Yeah.
And I feel like a bedroom is a very like private space. There's only so much you can do to make it not a bedroom. Like it's always going to be a bedroom.
Do you know what it is? Sorry, but I think working in a bedroom, okay, don't shoot me when I say this, but I think it just gets to a point where even you yourself,
You get fed up.
You get fed up.
Because I almost felt like when I was working in my bedroom, I'd finish my clients for the day. And you know when it's like, you know when you finish work and you're coming home, you're like, oh, can't wait to get into bed. Can't wait to be in my bedroom. Because your bedroom is like your safe space, your sanctuary where you can relax. It's like you finish here, your bed's literally right there.
But do you know what it is? There's no separation between switching off work and then being in the mode to work because you're in your room. So for me, it took that mental capacity, like reaching that mental point to be like, nah, I need a separation.
Need to move on, yeah.
So a lot of my clients like would come to my house and like my dad's obviously always home to drop off, like available to drop off the hair, except the hair, whatever. He'll sit on his little sofa, say hi to my clients and stuff. And then obviously they'll be like, oh, your dad is so cute. Like it helped with my experience working from home. But one thing that someone had to say, which it came back to me through someone else. It was a client I've never met before as well, which is really weird. But she basically said that she didn't feel comfortable with my dad being there watching TV. And I felt like, but this is his house. And even just making sure that there's a separation with what's going on at home, as well as like where I do hair, I made sure that it's not intervening. And my dad's not talking to you. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So I felt a type of way, like that really rubbed me off the wrong way. And it just made me feel like, okay, cool. It's unfortunate that I have to consider that some people might not feel comfortable being in people's homes, but I don't know what did you expect?
Yeah, I feel like if you know that I'm home-based, it's like that, and you've paid your deposit, that's something that you've signed up for.
Yeah.
I feel like as soon as you pay a deposit, there's certain things that you should just know, like cool, like for example, if someone is home-based and they're doing hair from their bedroom, you might have to understand, like, especially if they're African, you know, the mum, she might be cooking little something in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like the life of the people in the house can't stop because you know, just because you're getting your hair done type thing.
Yeah.
It's really, really difficult, but it's hard to draw the line sometimes, but yeah.
I understand. I just feel like, do you know what brings us down in terms of just the certain stereotypes? I think it's just professionalism and knowing when to separate the two. So yeah, cool, you might be working from home and life still goes on in your house, but maybe take the extra step to, you know, actually tell your parents, I'm doing hair right now. Let's keep it quiet. Or like, you know, have a certain area in your house where you're just doing it. Things are organized properly. Things are not. Because in your bedroom, it's very hard to, you know, you'll have your little setup or your little desk or whatever, but some people don't have that. They might just have their bed or whatnot. But I feel like just take extra steps. If you're watching this and you're a hairstylist working from home, just take extra steps to make things easier for you as well and to separate. Heavy on the separation. Because, and make sure you hoover your room once you're done doing hair.
But I feel like no matter how many times you clean that room, there's always going to be hair. There's just literally always going to be hair.
But it comes with it.
It comes with it.
You'll even find hair when you're having a shower, mate. It'll come
too many times.
Too many times. So it comes with it. But yeah, like, what would you say? How did you like make your studio, or let's say quote unquote working from home, like a good experience?
I feel like I just kind of felt like I asked myself, Michelle, like if you were to go to someone's studio in the house, like how would you like the space to be like? How would you like to feel? I feel like sometimes I'm gonna take accountability as service providers. We need to actually question.
Do you like the word service provider? Because before it was UK hairstylist, and then now it's
I like the word service provider because I provide a service,
but now it's like UK hairstyle. I think like
the name, there's nothing wrong with the name, it's just the connotation that's behind it, that people have, like what people have made it, like if that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So because
but I just literally asked myself, like, if this was you and you was getting your hair done here, would you be happy with this space? Would you feel comfortable coming here? I feel like those are questions that I just asked myself. And I feel like I like nice things. So
she's
so I kind of like put 2 and 2 together. But there's just obviously basic necessities, I feel like whether you're working from home, working in a studio, or working in a salon space, that you need to have, like as a hairstylist, like, you know, access.
I was gonna say something so dumb, but yeah, go on.
Like access to a bathroom. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're working from home or not. If someone is going to be in your chair for 2, maybe even 3 hours, they need to be able to access a toilet.
How are you restricting people from using a bathroom?
Mate, I even heard that somebody makes their clients walk to McDonald's. That's like a 10-minute walk.
To use the toilet?
To use the toilet. That's too much.
Is there something you're hiding in the toilet that they can't use the toilet?
Literally.
That's absurd.
Because at the end of the day, like, you're a human. Like, you don't even know when you're going to need to go.
Why are people even doing that? Then
People
just don't do hair from your house.
Literally, if that's the case, then you need to get a studio and get a space. If you feel like, oh, you don't want people intruding in your house, then
just do it.
Then you got to, at this point, like, move on to something better.
And I feel like for me, I wanted to talk about like my point of view in terms of working from home and doing that transition, because I feel like naturally with this hair game, you know, it's upon yourself, innit, and at what point you should make the move for yourself, because comparing, obviously, it's the thief of joy. It might be nice to see, oh, someone got the keys today, and then you're trying to aspire to be that. But I would say for me, again, like I've said before, the point was mental health for me, that separation, and just knowing like, cool, if it comes with this, I now can proper rebrand myself. So like just decorating your studio space, giving it a name, as well as like just it being a true reflection of your space. So how would you say like you have incorporated that? Because for me it was like buying new furniture, just revamping the whole place as if I was moving house. So like how would you say you've incorporated that? Like what did you invest in? So I'm asking so many questions about what did you invest in to make the experience for working from home good?
Do you know, I like it for like, we need to distinguish something first. Because yes, I work from home, but like I've actually got my own studio space as someone who, like, for example, you've got your own studio space that's not in your house. It's like I also have a studio space, but it's just in my house. You're
home based. Let me rephrase that. Because the way I'm making it seem is like you're doing it from your room or whatever, but you're home based.
Do you know what? I feel like it's the same concept. Like literally, like I just make it. I don't know.
Your situation different. You're not doing hair in your room.
When
I actually think if we get down to the
if we really get down to the nitty-gritty of it, I'm actually studio based. It just happens to be
in her house.
In my house, but literally.
For those who probably aren't, you know, they have to have an area, you know, like a conservatory or something. What would you say, like,
I feel like
they should invest in?
Investing in simple things like even just having a mirror. People want to, you know, you'd be surprised about people that do hair and they don't have a mirror in their space, and then that's where problems then start happening. I feel like it's actually important for your client to see what you're doing. And I even always tell my clients, like, I have a mirror in front for a reason. If at any point, even if you feel like it's a silly question, it's not a silly question, because at the end of the day, like, you want your clients to like, leave happy. So I literally ask them, like, I have a mirror in front, anything that you have any questions on, ask me and let me know so that I can fix it so that you leave happy. So even just stuff like a mirror.
You'll be surprised though. Sorry, you'll be surprised. The mirror will be there, but people don't say anything.
People still don't.
That's a whole nother
conversation. That's not a conversation for a different day.
I'll even ask questions. It's a whole, but that's very rare. But anyway, sorry.
I feel like sometimes people do need some pushing sometimes, but But yeah, literally just having like a mirror, you know, having a comfortable chair. If people are going to be sitting down and doing their hair for 2 to 3 hours, it sounds so silly, but
it's real life.
It's actually real life. Like literally just making your client literally feel comfortable, having heating.
No, but honestly, guys, let's talk about it.
No, let's actually talk about it.
Do you know, I've never actually, these things are always just brushed because I just think this is so silly. But obviously that situation, the way that happened, obviously it wasn't nice or anything. And naturally, I'm not a confrontational person, so if that was happened to me, obviously I'll probably react the same way, but you have to just take it up under the chin, go about your day, keep going, innit? But I just feel like, I remember you telling me a story that your heating wasn't working at one point. And you had to let your clients know. And I feel like that's the right thing to do. Telling someone that you're not dressed appropriately,
I can't lie, out of order.
You're just a mean person.
And ridiculous as well.
Exactly. But yeah, just taking the steps, I think, is just so important.
Yeah,
that
like
people aren't doing.
Yeah, so like you were saying, like literally one time my heater wasn't working. I wasn't able to go to the shop in time. I literally messaged my clients. I was like, this is the situation. My heater's not working. I really apologize for it. If as a service provider you knew that your heater wasn't working, you should have told your clients.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Simple as.
But don't get me wrong. With that being said, I think people need to take it easy on the hairstylist.
I think so too. Because anything could have been going on.
I personally feel like there was a bigger issue to it than just like,
100%.
because the situation is so like mundane.
Yeah.
But I feel like her reaction, because it was so extra. I feel like there's just more to the story that I feel like she's going through in her personal life that made her react the way she reacted. Yeah. And the internet, as usual, will have done way too much.
Very insensitive, I think.
It's so insensitive, like...
On both parties, because sorry, if I came to the internet call with a story, okay, 1-2 days, cool, guys. Now people are making jokes.
Mate, people are contacting HMRC. How did we even get here? Because people also need to understand, like, this is actually someone's livelihood, like someone's job.
Literally.
I feel like sometimes people forget, like, service providers are actually human beings as well, and we actually have lives outside
and off days,
like providing the service, literally.
But well,
ciao.
There's nothing else you can say. So the other day, just a little bit of context for you guys. I'd even say it's been like a month now since we had a conversation on the phone. And we're always on the phone.
I will never forget that conversation.
That conversation, yeah. Sorry, life had laughed for me a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Obviously, don't get me wrong, we all want to be financially free in it. So what had happened to me required me to, get back on my feet. I'm thinking, I need to get this money back tomorrow. So I remember calling Michelle. Obviously, like, she's been, part of my journey, basically one of my everyday friends. And I was like, girl, sorry, we need to sit down and look at our prices because we can't be doing this for this price. Obviously, what we do, we take pride in it and we're naturally going to, be very reasonable with our pricing, but it was a wake-up phone call that you need. So if you've got a business friend, get together and sit down, tell each other, cool, I think you should be charging this. Review each other's pages, sit down and just review the market in general because 2 eyes are better than 1 pair of eyes. So yeah. But yeah, we literally broke down our prices, broke down the services, looking at other people's pages, to see what they offer, what they don't offer, the gap in the market, see what we offer, what they don't offer. And then we just did some tweaks. And from that day, honey,
I mean, it's been shaking.
It just takes that little extra step, just to review and also, look at it from a different point of view. So let's talk about pricing. I feel like it's sensitive.
It's a bit sensitive, and I feel like in this day and age as well, it's difficult because people have an idea in their head I'd only pay this much for this. But again, some people don't actually understand all that goes into it. Sometimes it's not just about providing the actual service. There's so much that goes into it. It's like buying your tools, buying your stock, Imagine you have like a five client day. Your lights are on the whole day.
It's true.
Your hot tools are plugged in for the whole day.
It's true.
It's like there's so many extra costs that go into it. So I feel like people need to think about that as well when they're looking at someone's price. It's like, it's not just about, they're gluing a wig on my head. And also you need to think about, your skills, your experience as well. I feel like that can be factored in to your pricing.
The pricing, yeah.
Obviously there was a bit of a conversation about if you're home-based, you can't basically price your services as like a luxury price.
Yeah.
Well, I'm home-based, and personally for me, I provide a luxury service to my clients.
Yeah.
I provide a luxury experience, so I'm gonna charge a luxury price.
Yeah.
Simple as that, innit?
It's true. But actually you get it. Some people don't get it.
Yeah.
So I would say, obviously I'll give grace to clients where they feel like, okay, cool, yeah, your prices don't really reflect, that whole experience, but there's room for improvement.
Yeah,
so
always.
Cool. I can't lie, you'll probably meet someone who banging at hair, but you have to wait for so long. So are you going to, just because you have to wait for so long, now try to find someone else who probably might not be as good, but less time?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's always going to be a sacrifice or some sort of kind of trade-off that you have to have of your, you know, your service provider to some degree, which can be fixable.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel like at the end of the day, like, just charge what you think you're worth.
Your worth. Do you think followers are a thing?
Followers don't mean anything. Just because somebody has 50k followers, it does not mean they could be fully booked, but their service could be trash.
Service or the actual install skill, whatever, sewing, whatever it is. Everything in it.
Everything. Customer service, just your experience, just even being in their studio or in their space can be horrible. The actual service, like the hair, the install, it could be trash. Like, just because someone is TikTok viral or Insta famous, that doesn't mean anything. People tend to look at followers a lot, but I feel like people actually need to look at people that, like, for example, for me, I literally have 3k followers, but I personally feel like I'm better than a lot of
But there's no shade with it, because honestly, I feel like the UK have this, and yeah, I'm gonna generalize here because I've seen it a lot. Like the UK generally have this follow behavior of going to what's viral, what's popping, and neglecting or giving acknowledgement to those who are actually doing way better, probably putting in more work. Outcome is much better, and actually quality and value for money. So I feel like, sorry, followers, long story short, followers don't mean nothing. And I just feel like, just take in the people who, you know, are doing this for the right reasons as well. Because, so it gets to a point where, 50k followers, but
some people don't care about doing hair for real. You can tell when someone, like, genuinely has a passion for something, and when someone doesn't. You can tell when someone's just trying to money grab. It's actually so, like, prevalent in just the way that they act. Even from the moment that you might even message them for an inquiry, you can tell, like, this person just doesn't care for real. So you can tell. But
we've been on both ends of the spectrum. Like, especially Michelle, she gets her hair done all the time. And she does her own hair as well. So definitely I feel like overall, let's just take it easy. That's just the fact of the matter.
It's actually just
and pay for what you want to pay for. But just don't, obviously, hairstylists. Do you feel like people are overcharging for some things? Because we did our research.
Honey.
I'm shocked as to see what people are charging, boy.
It's shocking. To be honest, I do feel like some people are overcharging. I feel like some people are overcharging because they know they can overcharge and they know that people are still going to pay it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that what they're offering in that price is worth it.
Exactly.
Because there's so many things that I include in my services, and the price that it's at, I'm looking at someone else and it's like, they don't even include half of the stuff and they're charging the same price or even more than me.
Exactly. And one thing I can say also, guys, just a note, like, from us sitting down and reviewing our prices, like, in terms of quality and what you actually get, we factor that in. All these add-ons, cut it out.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't want to be paying £30 for curls and layers. I saw some stylists, they're doing £50 emergency. It's so silly. Like, someone's charging £50 for Monday appointments.
Just don't be booked.
If you don't want to work on a Monday, don't work on a Monday.
Or just class it as emergency, but subject to when someone asks. I feel like putting it out there, it can also, you know, make you seem like you're just money hungry, like already
it can put people off. When you have too many add-ons and too many extra charges, like, people will look at that and be like, this is too much. Because they feel like already, if she's asking for X, Y, Z, they're already making like an assumption about you before they even, like, get in your chair.
Exactly.
So
just cut it out. I just feel like, analyze your audience, what they want, also what you would want. I don't want to be surprised that I have to curl the end of my ponytail and it's £25. Sorry, no.
If I want to blank out my ends, it shouldn't be £15 extra
for a trim, just to trim the bottom.
Like, I feel like some certified, it's a bit cheeky. I won't lie, it's cheeky.
But do you know what it is? For me as well, sometimes I low-key get put off booking other people because it's like, I know you're just charging extra because you can.
I feel like when you're a hairstylist, the way that you look at someone's services is way different than the client, because you're just thinking, I can do this.
I can do this myself.
I know how long this takes.
Exactly.
I know the effort that it requires. It doesn't really require that much effort. Why are you charging someone £35 extra for that?
Exactly.
So it's a difficult one.
It's difficult, but yeah. Any last few words about, you know, just some tips you would give upcoming hairstylists? And also, like, just things you've learned from your journey. Sorry, so many questions again, but you know, any advice you want to let people know? I
feel like you mentioned it very, very briefly before, but literally comparison can be the thief of joy. And I used to do that as well, I'm not gonna lie. I used to look at other people and be like, why does this person have so many followers? And
But their
I
hair
don't.
is not good.
And their hair's
So-
not even really all that. Do
Yeah.
you get it? I feel like actually it sounds so like cliche, but you actually need to just stay in your own lane and focus on yourself.
100%.
And just focus on bettering yourself. Literally, you can't look at other people and what other people have. You don't even know what they've even gone through as well to even get to where they've been. So you literally just need to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
And just focus on literally investing in yourself.
In yourself, yeah.
Literally.
But yeah, my advice would be, you have to start somewhere in it. Like, again, yeah, what you basically just said, like, don't compare yourself to people, but also take time with it. Like, I remember being in uni and like thinking, oh, the way everyone's just blowing and I'm here facing my books.
Yeah.
I don't have time to be creative. I don't have time to like put my skills to the test. And
But everyone's
it's only
time will
now,
come.
exactly. It's only now that I finished, well, the world had to stop for me to put my skills to use. You get it? You don't know what's ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would say.
Oh, I have one more thing as well.
Yeah, go on.
Like procrastination, the spirit of procrastination.
Rebuke it.
I'm not going to lie, you need to pray over your business.
Yeah.
For those that are religious, yeah, I'm telling you, faith is actually everything.
Yeah.
You need to pray over your business. You need to pray over any evil spirits, because I'm not going to lie, like last year, I procrastinated so much. Sometimes I look back and it's kind of annoying, but like I'd be like, oh, if only I just did this. Like I never used to I would talk that I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and I would never actually put pen to paper. And also because I'm a perfectionist, I always wanted everything to be perfect. I'm not going to lie, sometimes you can put something out that's 90%. It doesn't have to be 100%.
yeah.
It's the fact that you're actually putting something out there,
Yeah.
that you're actually making that effort, because someone's going to see it and someone's going to be like, this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Even if you yourself, you don't feel 100% with it, someone's going to love it. So literally, like, just do it.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it too much.
Yeah.
Like, literally just do it. Because while you're thinking, oh, if I should post this, or if I should not post this, someone else
Is doing it.
and
you're gonna, it depends what kind of person you are, but you're gonna regret not posting it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
but yeah, that was all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed and, you know, learned something as well, especially if you're an upcoming hairstylist or anyone in the beauty industry. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I can't wait to see you guys in another episode. Mwah. Bye. Say bye then. Say bye.
Bye.